I'm going to create the Femme Fatale look. So something smoky, something sensual, something sophisticated, but still looking real. And you could touch her, even if she's so fatale, but just to make it modern and charming and nothing too far away from the imagination. So I prepare the face to give structure. I brush the brows, make shadows, and then I will start with the eyes. So brush the brows, make a line with a pencil to have the adapted color of the eyebrows and make a very strong look. It's very important for the expression of the eyes. Make beautiful and clean line, but don't go too far with the pencil. It's really just to have a clean line. Brush again to put off too much of the pencil. It doesn't have to look really drawn, but just have beautiful, perfect eyebrows. No special effect of line. It's just, the thing is, when you have strong colors on the eyes, it looks nice. When you are very blonde and you don't have eyebrows, you can go very far to put shadow all over. But if you have a small line, not so important, it's better to make it beautiful and clear, because if not, it doesn't mean anything. When you just have a lot of shadow and there is something not clean, it becomes, you don't concentrate so much on the eyes. But if you want to make strong eyes, you want that somebody who looks at you concentrates on your eyes. So that's why the lines of the eyebrows has to be very clear and follow somehow the strength of the eyes, the strong expression and the shadows. So I do the structure of the face with the pinceau à biseauter, the brush which is diagonal. I take a skin tone color, not too strong and not shiny. It has to be matte. And follow the shades. The shade of the cheekbone, just here. Decorate the color a bit up, that it looks harmonic. Put at the end a little bit here. Do the same thing here. Follow the bone. Decorate the color up. Follow the form of the face. Everything which is outside. Don't go far inside. Give a touch of color on the cheeks, on the flat side of the brush. Very little. I do it still matte, no shiny. On the cheekbone here. It's important, if you do very smoky, strong eyes, I always do healthy skin, healthy looking cheeks, because if it's very pale, it looks like dead, you know, there's no sensuality. If you do strong eyes, it doesn't have to be aggressive, it has to be sensual. So be careful that all your whole skin looks healthy and pretty. That's why I start with the blush and not with the eyes. To keep all makeup long, all the way I do it to keep this healthy expression. I have a lot of different colors here, and I'm going to use the strong metallic colors, which is like khaki, like dark green and dark gray. I mix them. take the flat compact brush to apply. And just go ahead. Apply the dark color, flat. Keep the form of the lid. Here I want to create the shadow, so I just make up the line. Just apply very softly the color. You don't need a lot of technique for this. Just don't be afraid, you know, to take the color frankly on your brush. Hop, hop, just ping pong. Take the color. It is strong on the pencil, on the brush, on the brush. And then apply. The bone, you follow just the line of the bone of your eye. From right to left, from left to right. There is not so much color here, and don't touch it for a moment, because you will close the look, you know. When you put everywhere black or dark, you close the look. There's no more light in the eyes when it's black everywhere. So just follow, apply. Take my finger to spread it out a bit where there's too much. So don't hesitate to use your fingers. You see, I just blend it out, spread the color out, very softly with my finger. Very delicately follow the structure of the eye. Because the thing is, with the pencil, sometimes you lose the feeling for the bones, you know. So don't hesitate always to take your finger after. Never put your finger in a matte eyeshadow, because you're going to destroy it. It's only you can do it with creamy stuff, but never with dry. Because of the heat and the wetness of your finger, you destroy it. So always use a brush. And then on the lid, there's no problem if you use the fingers, the fingertip. Spread out the color, up. And then you get a nice sensual shadow. To have a smoky, beautiful effect. Then I will apply the color under the eye. With this kind of brush, like a pencil. Follow the line and spread it out that it gets smoky, you know. It's a bit hard for the eyes, I know. Then I'm inspired by a gray metallic color. So it's metallic, so I move it a bit that you see how it takes the light. It's not so matte, it's a bit metallic. It's like powder, pressed eyeshadow, but it's metallic. So I take a brush, very soft, because it's not to apply a color precisely, it's to blend it out and to degrade the color. You see? It's very, very soft brush. Take the color and just go over the lid. Very generously. This needs no technique. Just go. Like cooking, you know, really. This is just a feeling to get very soft in your hands and just use the brush very easily. That's the only point which is important. It's not so much about technique. Do the same on the other side. Just breathe the color out very softly. To use fingers, it gives more sensuality to the makeup. Soft and human in a way. It's not so perfect, but it gives always a nice effect. Now I will use gold green powder. It's a pigment. You find loose pigments. And it's very beautiful because it really takes the light, gives something deep and sophisticated. So this is how loose pigments look like. Very fine, very soft, very precious. And with the same brush as before, I put it all over the lid. I blend it out at the end, just to give more dramatic expression to the eyes. The only disadvantage with this pigment is that it flows a bit, you know, so if ever it's falling down on the skin, you use the powder brush, I will show you after, to take it off. So the thing is with the pigments, with this fine material, precious material is, the fabric is, that it takes the light where it has to take the light and takes the shadow where it has to take the shadow. So whenever you move around the face, it takes light and shadows where it should do, you know? It captures the lights. So these are very strong smoky eyes. And of course, for sure, you have to, I clean now, you have to get used to it when you look at yourself, but it's really nice in the evening, it's so beautiful. A candlelight dinner with this makeup is just super perfect. Then I take dark gray eyeliner. Why not black? Because black would harden the look. So I take, show you on my hand, anthracite dark gray, which is much more smooth and will soften the look and not make it hard like it would be black. I go along the base of the lashes, make my line. It's just to give more intensity to the look, but not harden the look. Just follow the base. Perfect. If you want to soften it a bit, you just take the brush like a pencil, as we used under the eye, and blend it a bit out. just to avoid the line, you know, the hard line. Then I take a special mascara to make a Hollywood look. So the brush is super, super big and very, you know, the distance between the little combs is very small. So it will put a lot of mascara on the eyes. So you have to brush carefully. I take a lot. Put mascara under to make a very intense look, sophisticated look. Just clean a bit up. So I don't want to make the expression of the face very hard. So I use a lipstick which is glossy and dark red. It's it's glossy and shiny. That means the contours of the lips are not too strong. Doesn't get hard, but it still keeps the makeup sophisticated. So of course you can apply it directly on the lips. I will use a pencil. A flat large brush. Voilà.